most irrelevant U.S. state. Number 1, Wyoming versus number 16, Indiana.
Yeah, honestly, how did Indiana make the field? Between Fernando Mendoza, Tyrese Halliburton, the NFL Combine, the Indy 500, they actually belong in the most relevant U.S. states bracket. I think a team like Nevada or New Hampshire would have been better suited here, but it doesn't matter who the 16 seed is. Wyoming's number 1 for a reason. They're more irrelevant. They move on.
Number 8, Iowa versus number 9, Arkansas.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a March Madness round of 64 game on a Friday afternoon at 2:15 p.m. between the Razorbacks and the Hawkeyes. A fun matchup here. Look, the last time I heard Iowa mentioned was during election season. That's their Super Bowl. Jones, the last time I heard Arkansas mentioned was Bill Clinton. That's a whole lot of election cycles ago. I'm taking the 9 over the 8.
Number 5, Montana versus number 12, New Mexico.
Yeah, neither of these states have a whole lot of national significance, so this one's going to come down to which state would I rather visit. Montana has a reputation of being a beautiful state with fantastic scenery, wide open landscapes. New Mexico has a reputation of Breaking Bad? I think I'm taking Montana. New Mexico is more relevant. It advances.
Number 4, Idaho versus number 13, Mississippi.
Yeah, this 13 seed leads the country in pretty much every single stat that you don't want to lead the country in, but that's not what this bracket's about. They have a big river named after them. If you want to count slowly, you have to say their name, and there's a nursery rhyme about how to spell their name. If you told the average person from the U.S., where's Idaho? I don't think most people would be able to point to it. Idaho's more relevant. It advances.
Number 6, South Dakota versus number 11, Rhode Island.
You know, sometimes a state is so irrelevant that actually makes it irrelevant. When you think of a tiny state, you think of Rhode Island. When you think of a big, barren state in the middle of the country, I don't know, your mind goes immediately to South Dakota. If Family Guy was based in Pierre, maybe this is a different story. It's not. South Dakota moves on.
Number 3, North Dakota versus number 14, Utah.
Yeah, I think any state with a Big 4 professional sports team should be exempted from this list. Furthermore, I think any state with a huge hit reality show based off the secret lives of the wives from the state should also be exempt from this list. North Dakota's 0 for 2 in those categories. It's moving on.
Number 7, Kansas versus number 10, West Virginia.
Yeah, if you told me this was a noon tip-off on a Saturday afternoon between Bill Self and Bob Huggins, I'd be pretty excited. Look, these are two states that aren't as irrelevant as people might think. This 10 seed has a whole song named after it. Just go watch the NFL in Germany to see how widespread that is. Unfortunately, it's not as widespread as the Wizard of Oz. If only the line was Toto, we're not in West Virginia anymore. The 10's a little more irrelevant. It moves on.
Number 2, Delaware versus number 15, Alaska.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever met a single person from this 15 seed, and I don't know too many people who've even ever been there, but I do know it's probably the coolest state in the entire country. People know it. If you told the average non-American that Delaware was just a town in New Jersey, they'd probably believe you. The 2 moves on.